Big update on the DELPHI case. Richard Allen, who has been charged with the murders or in connection with the murders of Libby and Abby, was in court today, and it was about the probable cause, the documents that have listed the probable cause, whether they would remain sealed or if they would be released to the public. The other thing that was brought up today was whether or not Richard Allen could be released on bond. According to Barbara McDonald, who's one of the investigative reporters who was at the courtroom today, she said the prosecutor filed motion today for gag order preventing court officers, attorneys, LEO, family, and coroner from speaking about the case publicly. She also mentioned that the bail hearing would be set for February 17th, 2023 at 10 a.m. So let's take a deeper dive and listen to why both of those things came up today in court. Hear what Barbara had to say.
Once the hearing got underway, Nick McLeland, the prosecutor for Carroll County, made several arguments about why this information should remain sealed. He presented 4 exhibits to the court regarding his argument, and basically he said there were 2 reasons why he wanted that information to remain sealed. One was to protect any witnesses that were mentioned in that document, and 2, because this is an ongoing and active investigation. And Mr. McLeland actually said in court that they have good reason to believe that Mr. Allen is not the only actor in this heinous crime, and that they are looking for anyone else who may be involved in this case, and that is why they want all of that information to remain sealed. The defense attorneys took a very different approach. They said that they are asking for transparency, that is the norm in these matters, and that Mr. Allen would like this information that is being used against him at this point to be made public. The defense attorneys did agree that the information about some of the witnesses, they don't have an objection to that being redacted, that some of the witnesses were described as being current minors. Some of them were minors at the time of their witness involvement. And so the prosecutor in this case did present the judge with a redacted version of the probable cause affidavit for her to review. It was not entered into evidence at this point or listed as an exhibit, but she did say that she would consider that as part of her notes. Once the hearing wrapped up, the judge said that she would take all of this under advisement. She would go over her notes and case law and make a written ruling on whether or not the probable cause and charging documents in this case should remain sealed or whether they should be released to the public, and if so, how they should be released to the public, how much of a redaction there should be, whether she's going to agree with what the prosecutor presented her in court today or not. Now, we also talked about a bond hearing in this case. Within the last 48 hours, the defense attorneys did file for bond in this case, or to have Mr. Allen released on his own recognizance. And the judge said that she would like to set a different hearing for that. That is going to happen on February 17th, which is just a few days after the anniversary of these murders, which were February 13th of 2017, the 6-year anniversary approaching. That's the week we're going to be back in court to find out whether Mr. Allen is going to get bond or whether he would be allowed to be released on his own recognizance. His attorneys, in their motion filing for that bond, did say that they don't believe that there is enough evidence against him to hold him without bond, and that is why they are asking for him to be released either with a minimal bond or on his own recognizance. Now, there was initially, when this case was, when Mr. Allen was first arrested, there was a hearing set for January of 2023. That hearing has now been canceled, and that hearing will be blended into the bond hearing, which is scheduled again for February 17th of 2023. Also, right now, there is, from the original court calendar, a trial scheduled for March. It is unknown at this time if anybody is going to be ready for a trial at that time. I do anticipate that will probably be moved, but the next time we're in court on this case is going to be in February of 2023.